Chapter 9. The Veterans Memorial Park. Theme. Can a good God exist in a world of war and trauma? Unbeliever. Caleb, a former soldier wrestling with PTSD, survivor's guilt, and a deep anger at God. Setting. A quiet memorial park at dusk, lined with flags, stone benches, and names etched in granite. The park was nearly empty. A breeze whispered through the trees, rattling the bronze plaques with the names of the fallen. American flags lined the walkway, some frayed from time and weather. Caleb sat on a stone bench, staring at a name he never forgot. Private First Class Noah James. The name of his best friend. The one who didn't come home. He didn't notice Daniel approach until the pastor sat beside him. Caleb gave a tired sigh. Didn't ask for company, preacher. I know, Daniel said gently. But I figured this bench had room for 2 stories. Caleb chuckled bitterly. Mine's not a story. It's a mess. Daniel nodded. Then it sounds like the kind God tends to show up in. They sat in silence a while longer. Then Caleb finally spoke. You believe in a God who's all-loving, right? I do. Then explain Iraq. Explain the little girl who bled out in my arms. Or the guys we lost to an IED on a road we'd driven a dozen times. If your God's so good, he's got a sick way of showing it. Daniel didn't flinch. I won't pretend war makes sense, he said. It breaks hearts, bodies, and sometimes faith. Caleb clenched his fists. I used to believe. I prayed before every mission. Wore a cross under my vest. But when Noah died screaming, all I heard from heaven was silence. Daniel opened his Bible slowly to Psalm chapter 13 verses 1 and 2. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and day after day have sorrow in my heart? Caleb glanced at the page. That's in the Bible. David wrote it. A man of war. A man who knew grief, guilt, and confusion. He didn't hide it from God, and neither should we. Caleb looked away. I tried that. I shouted at him. Cursed him. Got drunk enough to forget. But I still wake up hearing screams. Daniel's voice softened. You're carrying more than memory, Caleb. You're carrying guilt. I should have died, not Noah. Daniel turned to Isaiah chapter 53 verse 5. But he was pierced for our transgressions. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed. Then to Romans chapter 8 verse 1. Therefore, there is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. You don't have to keep punishing yourself, Daniel said. Jesus already took the punishment. You're not meant to carry that burden forever. Caleb's eyes filled, but he didn't blink. I don't deserve peace. None of us do, Daniel replied. That's why it's called grace. The soldier's shoulders dropped. Like a dam cracked. But I still see them when I close my eyes. Daniel nodded. Then invite God into that space. Let him walk with you through the memories. Jesus understands violence. He endured injustice. And he rose again not just to save your soul, but to heal your wounds. Caleb's voice trembled. Do you think Noah's with him? Daniel looked up at the sky turning to twilight. If Noah belonged to Christ, then yes. And I believe God's mercy is deeper than we know. Caleb took a deep breath. The first peaceful one in a long time. He stood slowly, reached into his coat pocket, and pulled out a worn cross necklace. He hadn't worn it since the desert. He stared at it, then quietly said, maybe it's time to try again. Daniel didn't reply. He simply stood beside him, 2 veterans of different wars, watching the flag ripple in the wind.